Hey everyone, this is Chef Tony Marchanti. This is an interesting little video I'm about to make here. What happened was I was scheduled to speak live at an event today, and I've been getting over a bit of a flu. So the presenter graciously allowed me to present via Zoom. Unfortunately, they couldn't get their technology right on their side, and I said I made this presentation. Let me put it together, talk through it with you, who may be watching now, and hopefully it doesn't go to waste. So, anyways, I appreciate you watching. Uh, I'm Chef Tony Marchanti on the right there with the honey in the mouth. Sometimes I do some silly things. On the left there, as you're watching the screen, should be my wife to the left, my daughter, my stepdaughter, and my stepson. I have another stepson who's not in the picture, but these are my team. I talk about them first because they're most important. As we go forward, a little bit of history of what we do. We have restaurants in the DMV. We operate Chef Tony's Fresh Seafood Restaurant and two locations of Hemi Pizza, which is a Detroit style pizza company. We've been doing this since 2007. And you see a little shot of our patio at one of our locations right now. That's our patio at the promenade. We also do catering, full service catering company. We believe food is joy and food is a connection, and we love to feed more people every day. So we do catering outside, and then we do products. On the right, you'll see our hot honey, and we do olive oils, we do balsamic vinegars, we make T-shirts and more. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'll move on to show you the next thing. Brief history: 2007, we started in downtown Bethesda. We started this restaurant. You see our little spot there. 2007, my former partner and I bought a little fledgling place on St. Elmo. Plenty of opportunity, not much guarantee, but a real desire to make something amazing. We started in a great area in downtown Bethesda, but as you know or may not know, Bethesda is a very dense area of restaurants. As I say on the right, we're very much a family business. My wife is Chef Sonia. My son Jesus is running one of our kitchens. A whole family's committed. So this talk was set up to be something around the idea of introducing the restaurant business into those that may not know that much about it. So it's a topic I love dearly. So a little bit of an explanation of who we are. We started, and then in 2008, we had the Great Recession, which was pretty terrible. Things sucked. My partner at the time had to bail after our first year. This was understandable, but again, sucked. You can see the drop in the blue there. Great Recession was a period of marked general decline observed in national economies globally, a recession that occurred from late 2007 to 2009. We felt it hardcore and did our best to pivot through these situations. So, what happened day to day? What happens when a recession shows up? As news spread of this huge economic downturn, we had to do our best to survive. Here's our little revenue, the little dog there, and here are the expenses of a Gila monster. So, you have to pivot pretty quickly. So, what we did was our mentality was a lot of restaurant dining rooms were empty. It was sad to see walking around Bethesda. Um, Many of my cohorts in the industry had empty dining rooms, not a lot of people going out. So we had to pivot quickly. So we had to strip down. And this is not what I meant to put strip down. No, it was a strip down of expenses. Yes. Budgets and plans. We had to do the best to do what we could do to reduce our expenses, increase our sales best we can. It was tough because socially there was a lot of people on the internet saying, don't go out to restaurants, cut your expenses, all that kind of thing. I totally get it. But that was a tough time to be a restaurateur for sure. We quickly had to adjust to a new reality. Pivoting was an understatement. We quickly stripped as much as we could away from the business as far as expenses went and did the best we could to survive. We got super lean. That is not me. I'm not that lean, but and waited out the storm. Like we knew it was going to obviously pass, but hopefully we could live long enough to see the other side of it. And obviously, since we're talking today, we have been able to do that with all the good grace of God and our family and support from our amazing guests. Um, 2010, we changed to Chef Tony's Seafood Restaurant. We were started actually as Visions Restaurant. So it was more of a multicultural menu, kind of steaks, chops, pastas, different things. We decided in 2010, because of a couple conversations that we had with guests, to pivot to a seafood concept, kind of returning to my roots, to be quite frank. Returning to our roots, selling fresh, delicious seafood, and that's what we've been doing since 2010 when we changed to Chef Tony's. And here we are in 2023. Fast forward, we have been blessed to have a spinning banana cream pie, one of our things, but paella there, and that's me and my lovely wife Sonia. We have two locations now. Our original location in downtown Bethesda had to close because of development, but we do Chef Tony's at the Promenade, and we have our Chef Tony's at Amalfi down below. You'll see on the right, we also started a Detroit style pizza company that's called HemiPizza.com. So we've been blessed to have a lot of opportunity presented to us, and coming out of those roots, it was easier to go into the COVID scenario too because we'd had to do it before. So if you look forward, what's it all about? I would say it's all about relationships, our relationship with food, our relationship with people, our guests, people around us, and ours with business as well. We are entrepreneurs, so it's one of those things that we believe that relationships are so important, and they feed our soul. They get us excited about doing what we do every day. And it's really in a good scheme of being a restaurant. That's the idea. You want to have great relationships, get to know your people, your suppliers as well. Anybody that affects your business is a relationship you need to be aware of. So they had asked me to talk about state of the industry. So in my opinion, currently as we look forward to what's going on the next 3 to 5 years, I think value is a really important place to soak on, to bring value to your guests, to have real experiences, as I said, and figure out the quality of your ingredients, the quality of your staff, the quality of the experience, meaning inside your restaurant. What's it like? How's the sound? How's the smell? How's the attitude of the employees, etc.? It's not easy ever. And the last thing there is brand. Brand is a huge topic, but obviously brand is kind of wraps around everything that who you are and what you are as a company. So we're always trying to make sure people understand who we are and that we can continue to build our brand. And it's one of those things where it's easy to, it takes time to build it, but it's easy to lose it with a couple bad situations. So just try to be honest and straightforward in your brand, and that's the best thing you can do. Food is so personal. We can make you extremely happy. These folks are eating a sandwich, looks like very happy, or it could hurt you. Food, I actually will tell you a story in a second, but food is so integral to your body that it's really a personal experience. So a couple, let's say 6, 8 months ago, had a bad carryout experience from a restaurant and got so sick that it basically affected my inner ear, so that my left ear really doesn't function anymore. So we take it very seriously that food is integral to your, literally to your body and literally to your soul and all that good stuff. It's something we value a lot, so we take it personal. Now, more fun is memories of food. This is my amazing family. This is my wife's in there, my two sons, my daughter, granddaughters, grandkids, all these kind of wonderful people. It's a long ago birthday picture. But memories of food are so important to us, and we feel important to our guests that we try to make the best we can to make great ones, to have a good time at the table, to serve with dignity and with pride and with honor. And we're human, and people need to understand that, life is about the memories from great experiences. Uh, as a recommendation, as you go out and dine, please be kind. People in the restaurant business work very hard to make the best thing they can make. And it's a shame because some people just seem to come in with an attitude, and it's not the majority, it's the very much minority, but unfortunately it's a vocal minority. um, we're here to provide a great experience. That's the bottom line. We're not looking to start a problem with anybody. So if things happen, just be graceful, tip well, be kind, be polite as a guest, do your best to do that. It'd be very much appreciated. um, how can we spread the cheer, the heart? How can we spread the cheer? Well, we spread the cheer through marketing in a certain way, right? So this is a picture of me and my wife. This is our little signature there. We are very personal. Right now, I'm in the middle of my office in one of our restaurants, and we try to keep it real and be fun and be engaging and have a good time and respect people's journey through our restaurant as one of their nights out. Um, so it's just, I think that's the best thing we can do with marketing is, to me, tied in with brand, is to be, the most yourself you can be. Um, for us, this is our choice of how we kind of run ourselves. You'll see on our next slide, me and a good friend of mine. How can we connect, right? That picture on the right with the red doors is actually our original restaurant when had to get taken down because they were doing development. But I put that up and did a post on it and put it out in the world. That's one of our T-shirts we did. Food Connects All 2021. It really is true. Marketing is based around creating the connection with the guest and talking about your story. So that's really important for us. Another thing about marketing is how we connect is being vulnerable. It's a goofy shot I took of myself. Being vulnerable, being real. People are real. People are people, and the best thing, in my opinion, is to do is get something of a connection with them through being yourself. Some restaurants don't operate that way. Some have more of a customer facing brand. We are very personal in our way that we attract our guests, and that's my opinion. That's how I like to do it. Here's a few of the things we do. Outside the restaurant business, we have our olive oils on the left there. You can see one of our bottles of olive oil. We do T-shirts, and we wrote a couple culinary cookbook type things. The front one is the Ocean to Table Seafood Primer, and the back one is more of a journal, really, to keep notes about what you do in the kitchen and help you to grow in your kitchen at home. Again, an extension of the brand. Um, be well. We just get one turn at this thing called life, live and love passionately. That's for me and my wife and our team. Of course, this was meant to be in front of a huge group of people, so I give that recommendation to you or a huge group of people. One way to find us, a couple ways to find us. There's not going to be any Q&A on this video because I don't know when you're watching this. I don't know. But our restaurants, you go to cheftonysseafood.com, you go to hemipizza.com. Speaking opportunities, Chef T says.com. Merch is cheflifefoods.com. And books is cheftonysbooks.com. So obviously, as you're watching this as a video, I really want to thank you for taking a moment out of your day. I hope this got you a little bit of insight into who we are. Um, this will be on YouTube probably and a couple other places. So if you are inquiring about something that we can help you with, let us know. Reach out. Love to see you soon. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time, and we'll see you soon. Take care.